We know that our donors love donating, but they also tell us that we could be better personalised, more coordinated in the communications that we deliver. And that's why we've partnered with Salesforce and Bluewave to create and modernise our marketing automation technology. We want to build more personalised, impactful communications that drive our donors to come forward and donate. That's where marketing automation technology is going to be critical. It's going to enable us to personalise, target, mobilise and motivate donors to come forward and become donors now and in the future.
We've been working with NHS BT for the last 18 months. At the start of our relationship, NHS BT outlined their vision for how they wanted to improve donor interaction, delivering a modern and responsive way of communicating with them. It was a very exciting prospect for Bluewave to work with NHS BT on their project. Firstly, NHS BT had communicated really clearly the impact this project would have for their donor services. We were really excited to be part of a project that was going to deliver real value for the NHS and for the blood supply of the NHS, which is a critical piece of infrastructure. And secondly, we could see a complex technical challenge integrating and then manipulating the data that they had brought together. So for example, one of the requirements is to produce an automated way of encouraging the right donor of a specific blood type to sign up for a donation session in their locality at the time it is most needed. Bluewave, in partnership with Salesforce, put forward our vision for how we could support what NHS BT wanted to achieve. We explained our experience in delivering Salesforce technology for public sector bodies at large scale. We spoke about our experience in the health sector and with data integration. We highlighted our training and skills transfer methodology. But most importantly, we felt our team would work really well with the NHS BT teams and there would be a strong cultural fit.
The way Salesforce works as a platform, as a company, is we're effectively building blocks, but it needs real expertise in how Salesforce has been structured to understand how to give the customer what they best need from that partnership. And that's why we enjoy working with companies like Bluewave, who really understand the depths of the Salesforce product and who have detailed understanding of the sort of requirements we see in the public sector. Bluewave's been a Platinum Partner of Salesforce, and we've worked together for over a decade, producing the sort of quality results into customers that enables them to get faster time to value and more out of the product than they were expecting. We've worked with Bluewave in a number of public sector partners, including different branches of local government, including the NHS and shared business services, and in Scotland with different aspects of the central Scottish government, to provide all our building blocks, but configured really specifically for those use cases. And then, thanks to the configurability of the platform, and work with partners like Bluewave, allowing them to extend out to other business areas really easily and giving them much faster time to value. So describing what Salesforce has been doing across the public sector, it boils down to three core areas. Citizen engagement. How do you get hold of people? How do you get hold of them in a way that works for them? And how do you bring them into your service? The second there is productivity and efficiency. How do we take complex and long journeys of care, interacting with multiple different IT systems, and make them seem seamless and easy to use, both for service agents and for the citizens themselves? And then the third area is in data and analytics. Having got all of that useful, rich information, how do we present it to those commissioning care, those paying for care, those needing to run quality improvement initiatives to really understand what that data means to them and how to take actions on it? So talking specifically about Marketing Cloud and its value into the NHS, we frequently want to communicate with people, but at the moment are doing so relatively blind with fire and forget messaging. We're sending someone a letter or putting an advert on the back of the bus telling them to take part in screening. We need to get really specific. So we need to be micro-targeting messages to individual populations, particularly to those who are either seldom heard or we have traditionally found hard to reach. We need to have real clarity on next best actions. So if they haven't responded to that, what more can we do? Are we communicating with them in the language they best want, against their communication preferences? Are we understanding people who, in a retail term, have got an abandoned basket What that means in NHS terms is people who signed up, I want to donate blood, but never actually got to a centre. What went wrong? How can we reach them? How can we find them? How can we help build a full journey end to end for them and reduce the burden of the delivery of care for the NHS while improving the citizen satisfaction with the process for themselves?
Bringing marketing automation into NHS blood and transplant is something that we've been wanting to do for years. What working with Bluewave and bringing on board Salesforce Marketing Cloud is going to let us do is really dial in our marketing. A huge part of what we want to start doing is delivering hyper-personalised communications, picking the right donor at the right time and sending the correct comm that helps to bring them into a blood donation session. That can be using any piece of data that we hold on individuals on our current database to either target or personalise communications that we send. The benefit of this for us is that it means we'll be filling all of our appointment capacity with the right people, which means that we should be able to mitigate some of the challenges that we often see around maintaining stocks of the right blood groups in the right ratios. One of the things that we really struggle with at the moment is over-communicating with donors. We have lots of different processes that are picking a particular communication at a certain time, but they can overlap, which can result in one donor receiving phone calls and emails and text messages in a way that doesn't always necessarily feel joined up or donor-focused. What we're really looking forward to delivering with Salesforce Marketing Cloud is one or a handful maybe of single joined up journeys that really take a donor on an experience with us, starting from onboarding right through to inviting them to sessions, making sure that they're coming prepared to the session, that they understand what the criteria for donating are, then thanking them afterwards, delivering a really world-class recognition scheme, then inviting them for future donations, building that relationship and the ongoing retention that we really want to see with our donor base. At the moment, we don't feel that we do that particularly well, and we're really looking forward to doing it better in the future.
The Bluewave team, with over 400 Salesforce certifications and a decade worth of experience on the platform, often employ a centre of excellence approach to their projects. And again, this has been key with this particular implementation with the NHS blood and transplant. The Bluewave way is our proven delivery method within Bluewave. We've used it a number of times across the year, and it's all about implementing the foundations for a customer or a client that we can then incrementally improve as we move through the journey of the product with them. It only really works around immersing yourself within the culture and the business of the client that we're working with. So in this case, with NHS BT, it's all about collaborating as one team, which has been particularly easy. They're an extremely engaging bunch of people, and they've got an extremely compelling mission. Marketing Cloud is a particularly specialised product. The Bluewave team have demonstrated their expertise at various stages of the product's implementation, even starting from prior to the kick-off of the project and supporting the NHS BT team to resource appropriately the people and the personnel that would be needed on their side to help deliver as we move through a timeline. We then moved into a kick-off phase where we sat about setting the project's climate, all aligned to the NHS BT and Bluewave's values. Again, building that notion of one team and working together and instilling that in everybody that was working on the project. Before moving into discovery, where it was very much a case that we learned about each other two ways. Ourselves, immersing ourselves in everything that the NHS blood and transplant business do day to day, how their business works, and then on the flip side, the NHS blood and transplant team immersing themselves in Salesforce and Marketing Cloud and learning how the product could be leveraged to meet their needs moving forward. Prior to working with the NHS blood and transplant service, giving blood isn't something that I had done or considered doing previously. However, the obvious benefits to society of doing that, their whole mission, their whole values, has absolutely rubbed off on me, and as I say, we've been immersed in that throughout this project. It is something that I've recently started to do, and I would encourage anybody else to do so as well.
Working with Bluewave on the delivery of Salesforce Marketing Cloud has been a great experience so far. They've worked with us at every stage of the journey, from project management right through to delivering the specifications for our particular campaigns. They've worked with our data. They've really come in and understood the business to get to grips with how that data works and how it can help to drive the communications that we want for donors. They've also delivered the training, which has been a fantastic experience. We had a week in London with all the key users from my team, Everybody got an opportunity to be hands-on with the tool and really start to see the benefits and the opportunities that it's going to bring to them in their day-to-day work.
It's been an exciting project to work on. Everyone has worked so well together, and Salesforce and Bluewave have been great. We've delivered everything on time and to plan, and any issues resolved quickly due to the experience of our partners.
For us as an organisation, this level of transformation is going to be amazing. We're going to be able to go from taking 6 weeks to develop an email marketing campaign to 6 hours. It is going to transform the speed and efficacy of our organisation and the way that we can react to the changes in demand hourly and daily. It's going to be enabling our donors to know when we need them most and encourage them to come forward and donate. This is a significant investment for NHS BT, not only in our people, where they're going to get brand new skills, technology and capability to play with, it's also going to bring real cashable savings for us as an organisation. It's going to help us be more effective in our marketing overall. It will help us target donors more easily, more efficiently and more effectively, which is a general saving overall. We're early on in our journey with Salesforce and Bluewave, and we're already excited to see the value that's being delivered. It's a great partnership, and I can't wait to see where we're going next with the Marketing Cloud product.
Bluewave were delighted when NHS BT chose us to partner with them on this journey to deliver this important project. Since then, both NHS BT and Bluewave teams have been working closely together for coming up to a year. Their technical teams have been extremely knowledgeable and supportive. We're delivering on the technical requirements in collaboration with NHS BT and looking forward to the platform going live in the next few weeks. If you're working in any area of the NHS and would like to speak with Bluewave about how we can help you engage more effectively with your service users, do get in touch. We would be delighted to discuss it with you.